Hello there, my name is Rick,
Ciao, my name's Millie.
and this is episode 14
14.
of season 3
Tre.
of
Yonks Ago.
I'm pretty happy with that.
I think that it will be a bit out of sync.
But not so out of sync that we'll feel sad about it. And
Okay.
that is a win.
We'll have to wait and see.
I already know in my heart.
Season 3, could it be Donny B? Who is he? Just another bit of history that we're gonna get to know in a brand new little season of Yonks Ago. A father and a daughter putting on a show, finding out about people from Yonks Ago. Y-O-N-K-S Ago. Y-O-N-K-S Ago. Fact or fiction? We don't know. Y-O-N-K-S Ago.
Look, 14. We're not going to lie, it's your favourite number.
Yeah, it is.
One
but
off.
I'd say my favorite number is 4. Because I feel like favorite numbers should be from 1 to 10 because every other number is made up of them.
Every other number is just pretending.
Yeah. So I'd say 4.
Yeah. So
and I do like 14 and 41.
yes. No, I feel you. But what about 141? Not so good?
Yeah,
It's all
I like
right.
that.
It's just
fun.
okay, though, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. If you keep adding other numbers.
I feel like for you say it's your favorite number. So what you're saying basically is 1 to 10 are the parents of numbers.
Yeah.
And then I'd say the double digit numbers are the kids. They're the children of 1 to 10. And then 3-digit numbers are like the grandkids.
You see, that's the opposite for me. I'd say the higher you get, the older it is because age.
Well,
So the higher the number, the older it is.
Well, that makes sense as well, but I guess we're talking derivatives, and that's where the descendants come from. It's tricky, but whatever way you get your head around it. But look, you say 4 is your favorite because of the rule that you've implemented in your brain.
You can't tell me what my favorite number is.
No. But I disagree with you entirely on your stance. That's all I'm saying. That your point of view about your own preference is wrong. That's all I'm saying.
No, 4 is my favorite number. 4 is my favorite.
Lies. But they're your lies, and you can treasure them.
7. I bet yours is 7. I bet yours is 7.
I mean, it feels right, doesn't it? That feels right. You say it.
That's everyone's favorite. That's like the average one.
I wonder why that is.
Ask 100 people. At least 50% will say 7.
Yeah, and there's something about 7. I don't know why it feels right.
Yeah.
Is it just a comforting number? Is there something about it?
Is it the only one that has multiple syllables from 1 to 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Correct, Millie.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is. People like to have more than one syllable in their gob.
I don't know.
They like to luxuriate with the mouthfeel. I think you've cracked the code.
Probably.
Well done, you. But look, I was determined to get straight into Donny B today, and we've already failed, but
it's okay.
But no longer. So Donny B, look, country versus city week. Country week. He did well. He did adequately.
Yeah.
He did solid. We'll say solid.
Yeah.
Then he had a little break from country week, and he went and played for his first club game for St. George and smashed it.
Of course.
Made a name for himself. Got himself
up there with Archie.
Yeah, he's made himself a lip twin with Archie Jackson. He's on the lips of the selectors. And now it's time for the big city versus country game to wrap up country week. And he's obviously playing for country.
Is Archie playing?
I don't think so. I think he's a level above all this shenanigan.
Yeah.
Archie Jackson's already catapulted beyond city versus country. He's a state cricketer now.
Yeah.
I believe. In my mind. I could be wrong. And he's playing for country, and his captain is the same captain he had during country.
Judger.
Yeah, the secret judger, Alan Sealer. Who was the secret judge during tunnel cricket, as you will remember. But he's obviously doing okay for himself. He's the captain of the country team. And Bradman Our Donny B was thrilled and a little bit overawed by the choice of the captain of the City side.
Who?
Was the great Charlie McCartney. Charlie?
Who's that?
Now, I'm glad you asked. Is
that Paul McCartney's dad?
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, I'd say, look, time-wise, that probably works roughly right. So I think Charlie McCartney might be Paul McCartney's dad. And he was also, as you would imagine, no, not imagine. You don't need to imagine. You just need to remember.
Yeah.
He was the player who scored 170 back in 1921 at the game that Donny B went to at the SCG, the first game that Donny B went and watched at the SCG when he went and watched the Ashes.
Yeah.
Charlie McCartney was the one who got him excited about cricket and made him.
Oh, that's nice.
So he was the man.
Yeah.
That set the SCG, a talking.
Yeah.
And got Donny B. He got Donny B's heart a flutter. And now he's playing against him.
Yeah. Oh, hectic.
So Donny B's very excited about this whole situation. He's like, Charlie McCartney. And we were talking just before this podcast began about how prevalent the name Charlie is in culture.
We were.
And now, straight away, we've got a Charlie in the podcast.
Damn. The universe is on our side, this podcast, I reckon.
And you got to admit, at least in my heart and soul, Charlie McCartney is a good name.
Charlie McCartney. It's okay.
I feel like it's a name. I feel like
it rhymes a little bit. It rhymes a little bit.
And I feel like it transcends hate. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was like 2 Charlie McCartneys at your school. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a name that could exist today.
I don't think there would be because of Paul McCartney. So no one.
You don't get to choose your surname.
You see, no, but I don't think I'd have never met another McCartney.
Well, that's not Paul McCartney's fault. People didn't start changing their surname because, like,
you can though. Yeah, if you get married, and we're running out of surnames, Dad.
I guess. But look, I feel like it's got a modern feel to it, Charlie McCartney.
Yeah, okay.
But I could be wrong. And as you say, Paul McCartney has ruined the name for everyone.
I'm just saying, I've never met another McCartney.
Yeah, where are they all?
He's the only one. That's why Charlie McCartney is definitely his dad, because they're the only ones.
Yeah, I don't think I know any other McCartneys either. There might be something to this, because I feel like it should be a common name.
Yeah,
I feel like there should be McCartneys everywhere, yet there isn't.
Yeah, and you don't have to name your kid your surname. You can change it up.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
You could be like, "Oh, I'm a big fan of Paul McCartney." They're gonna change.
Yeah, that is strange. That there aren't more McCartneys. Like, what happened to you all? If you are a McCartney, please let us know.
Come forward, yeah.
We need to find out where's all the secret McCartneys. I feel like we've uncovered.
Do you know if Paul McCartney has a middle name?
He definitely would. And
do you reckon it's Charlie?
Named after his dad.
Yeah. Let me have a look.
Yeah, find out for us. I feel like it's probably something like James or Paul. It might even be John. Imagine that if John and John Lennon's middle name is Paul. If that was the case.
Oh, Paul McCartney's full name is Sir James Paul McCartney.
I got the James right.
So his middle name is Paul.
No, Sir's not his first name.
No, Sir James Paul.
Oh, I thought you said Sir Paul James McCartney.
No, I said James Paul.
Oh. I thought you said his name was Sir Paul James McCartney.
I'm not an idiot.
So Paul was his middle name.
No.
Oh, that made me laugh. No, it's made me sad that that's not what you said.
No, I'm not.
So his first name's James.
Yeah. Surely you'd know that.
His name's Jimmy McCartney. Why didn't he go with that? What's up, Jimmy?
Don't ask me. I reckon it was his dad's fault, though.
Yeah, 100%. Or maybe because John Lennon, he was like, my name starts with J, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You got to sort that out. We can't have Jimmy McCartney and John Lennon. It's too many J's.
You're right.
because, I mean, George came in and John went, your name starts with a J sound. I'm not changing it. It starts with a G. And that's how it happened.
And Ringo's just out here vibing.
Yeah.
Ringo's
like...
Are there any other Ringos in the world? I've never met another Ringo.
Yeah. Although his real name's not Ringo, though. I think his real name is...
Yeah, it is now.
Yeah. Although it's Richard.
Hey, that's your name.
Like your dad here.
Why don't you change your name to Ringo?
Why don't I? Let's do it. I feel like Ringo's not that much of a it doesn't.
Why did he go by
suit
Ringo?
me. It doesn't.
That's so weird.
Why don't I go by Ringo?
No, why does he?
Because it's a rock star name.
Yeah, but how did he get that?
Just came up with it. They were like, his real name's Richard Starkey.
Yeah.
And then they just, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump to get to Ringo Starr from Richard Starkey.
Yeah, I guess. So his whole name is fake. Damn.
He used the first. No, he kept the first syllable sound from his actual name and just evolved it. I'd say he didn't just come up with a name. He just evolved his name into something more rock and roll.
Yeah.
Look, I'm 100% behind Ringo Starr's decisions.
I say that, but I don't even go by my real name.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Neither of us do.
No.
We've both evolved our names into something, our parents, forced an evolution on us, and we thank them for it.
You thank yourself?
No, I thank my parents for my evolution.
And you thank yourself for your evolution of my name?
And you thank me.
Oh, I see.
For your evolution.
I didn't.
You are so grateful, I can tell. You're dripping with gratitude. And guess what? You're welcome. What? You're welcome.
Oh, okay.
100%. It was nothing, Amelia. It was nothing.
Okay, Richard.
All right. So they're at the cricket. City versus country.
Yeah.
Now City batted first and they piled on 8 for 301 declared.
Oh, rip.
No, just a cheeky declaration there.
Could have just hung in a bit longer.
I think because it's kind of an exhibition match where it's the best of the, it's the city side taking on the best of the country.
Yeah.
So I think they want to make sure everyone gets a good go at it.
Okay, fair enough.
They don't want to just stay out there batting all day because I think it's like a one-day game that they're playing. Yeah. So Charlie McCartney's like, we've made enough runs. Let's let country have a bat. So then the country lads batted and they were soon in trouble.
What's Don batting at?
Don Bradman came in first drop. He came in after 1 wicket. They're 1 for.
So at 3?
Yeah, he's come in at number 3.
So smart.
And his innings was basically a continuation of what he'd been doing all country week with a bit of St. George batting thrown in. So 2 of his batting partners fell cheaply. So, look, the batters are dropping all around him.
Yeah.
Bradman marches into his 20s with panache, I'll have you know.
Wait, who's that? Am I supposed to know who that is?
No.
Oh!
Oh, the misunderstandings are hilarious today, and I'm loving it. I'm here.
Tired. I'm tired. I'm in year 12.
No, I think he was batting with panache. So panache must have come in about
so embarrassing.
About 6. So they were 4 for when panache came out and joined Donny B. And Donny B got to 20s while panache was batting with him, which was nice. But then panache fell as well. Panache is gone. So at the fall of the at the fall of the next wicket, in comes a Hunter River batsman by the name of Frank Cummins.
Oh, is that Pat Cummins' dad?
Gotta be. Probably granddad.
Grandpa?
Yeah. So Cummins comes in. And he came in and stayed.
Nice.
Yeah. And Bradman just easily just skipped through the 30s, 40s, 50s. And then he stepped up his batting rate after he got past the 50s. He's like, here I go. Put on the pedal.
He's got a good batting partner now. Yeah. After Panache. Panache was trash.
Panache held him back. I feel like Panache didn't bat with that certain flair that some batters do. I don't know what's a better word for that. I can't think of it, but that certain flair and style that's really, really good to watch. Panache doesn't have that, whatever that is. So it was good that he went out, and Frank Cummins comes in, and Donny B gets past 50. And as you know, he's fond of going into Donny B for beast mode, and off he goes. But then after he'd wait. So they'd scored 82 runs together. Bradman had scored 60 of those, and Cummins had scored 19. Nice. But then after that 82-run partnership, Cummins is gone. Cummins is going. So he's out for 19. So he didn't stay for that long. I guess Donny B was doing. He stayed there while Donny B scored lots of runs. I guess, which is all you got to do sometimes as a batting partner. But then 2 more wickets have fallen. Bradman's in his 90s.
Uh-oh. So what are they now? How many wickets?
Oh, they must be like, I don't know, 9 for.
Yeah. So that's the last one, yeah.
Yeah. So, no, actually, I think they're like 6 for.
Okay.
And then, so he's in his 90s, and the game's about to finish. That they're out of overs.
Oh no!
Run out of time. But then Charlie McCartney says, "Let's extend the game by another over. Give Donny B a chance to get a century."
That's
Charlie.
Nice.
How good's Charlie McCartney?
Yeah, he's great.
I'm a huge fan. His son's a knucklehead who ruined the McCartney name. But Charlie McCartney, I reckon when Charlie McCartney was going around scoring runs, the McCartney surname flourished.
Yeah.
People were like, my name's not even close to McCartney, but it is now. It's like, hey, Bill Pretzkins. He's like, sorry, my name's not Bill Pretzkins anymore. It's Bill McCartney. If you could call me Bill McCartney from now on, that'd be great. And they're like, fair enough. You're the fifth person I've met this week whose name used to be something else, but now is McCartney. I think the McCartney name is going to live on forever. Pretty soon, the whole world will be McCartneys. That's what people were saying. That people were writing newspaper articles. The scourge of McCartney, McCartney plague. Yeah. How can we stop the McCartneys? Ironically, that was an article written by Johnny McCartney. They're like, that wasn't your name last week. He's like, I know. Read my article. Explains it in full. So Charlie McCartney, just given the McCartney name its full weight, extends the game to give Donny B a chance to get the 3 figures.
Get it. So what's he on? 90 something?
Now he's on 98.
Oh, easy. If he gets out, that'll be so bad.
Oh, so they are 7. They're 7 for 171. So look, the country kids are not going to win this game, regardless. So Charlie McCartney's not risking the game by extending it. He's just given Donny B a chance to get in the record books. Donny B scores 105 from the final over. So many no balls. He's hit the ball and he's
wides,
made it
right? If you get a wide, it's an extra one, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a wide, it's an extra one.
Yeah, wide's extra and no balls
so
extra.
So he just hit the wides as well.
Yeah. But look, it's the law of cricket that if you hit a wide, it's not a wide because it's only a wide if it's so far away from you that you cannot hit it. So by law, if you hit the ball,
never mind,
it's not wide.
Yeah, but what if he didn't hit it, but hit it?
If he hit it after it had gone past him, but then he ran back and hit it just before it got to the wicket keeper.
Or the wicket keeper just kept missing it and it was like missing getting it and it went for 4 anyways.
You can get 5 wides is quite common because it's so wide that the batter can't hit it and then it's so wide that the wicketkeeper misses it and it runs down to the boundary for 4. So you get the bonus 1 plus the 4. You get 5 wides. Yeah. I think, look, if the bowler got the yips in that final over and just bowled 25 wides, that's 100 runs there.
Yeah.
After about the 16th, they're like, can you just get it on the pitch, mate? Just bowl underarm. We don't care. We've got to win this game. Yeah. We're 100 odd runs in front and we extended by an over. Don't make us regret it. But sadly, even if he did that, Donny B wouldn't get his century because the batsman doesn't get those runs. It just goes on the scorecard. So
I'm not saying he did a wide every time.
True. So. You're right. Yeah, all right, I'll accept it. Look, so he's on 98. And everyone's like, let's do this. Let's get ready to celebrate. And then he's bloody well gone out. He was out caught in slips going for a big smacker.
That's so embarrassing.
I mean, shame on the slips fieldsman for catching it. You got to drop them little dollies. You got to drop them. We extended the game so we could celebrate this kid's, and you've gone and got him out. Just rubbed his face in it. He would have been 98 not out, which would have looked good in the record books. Now he's 98 out. You extended it just so you could destroy his record. His average would have been sweeter. Everything about it would have been better for Donny B if they just let it be.
Oh, I reckon that was Charlie's plan all along.
Charlie McCartney's secretly evil. That makes sense. He was like, we'll extend it by one to give you a chance to get your century. He's like, we're going to get this kid. He's like, team huddle. All right, this is it. He's going to relax. He thinks we're all on his side. He's going to nick it. You catch that ball. You catch it. And everyone's like, Charlie McCartney, you're evil. If you ever have kids, they're going to suck. They're going to be horrible. Musically gifted, sure, but horrible. Horrible little kids. So look, I think we might be uncovering the
secrets.
The secret curse of the McCartney name. The darkness that resides within.
Yeah. That's why no one's called McCartney.
Yeah.
Curse.
But no one realised Charlie McCartney put on a good face.
Yeah.
There's only a certain few people knew the darkness that lay within. Got to do a time check, make sure I'm not. No, I think we're still good. Now, look, a few weeks later after this game, where he's made 98 out, 98 caught in slips.
So rude.
He's been selected for the state team, the second 11. I don't get too excited. It's not the proper state team, not the first 11.
What's 11? Oh, 11 players?
Yeah. Like the first 11 is like the main team, and the second 11 is like your B team.
Got it.
So he's been selected for the B team, basically. The Donny B team. He's on the Donny B team, where he belongs. Now, this is the end of 1926, basically. He's been selected, and that team is going to play on New Year's Day, 1927. So he's going to ring in the new year playing on the Donny B team.
That's kind of nice, eh?
Yeah, he's excited. Some journalists criticise the selectors for not taking a chance with him on the A team.
Oh, well, what can you do?
So look,
that's what.
So he's on the newspaper writers are on the Donny B train.
Got it.
They're like, give the kid a crack. We like the cut of his jib.
He couldn't even get 100.
They're like, look, if he got 100, 18.
Easy.
But you get caught in slips, guess what? B team.
Yeah.
If we extend the game by an over for you to make a milestone, get the milestone. All right? A-team players get the milestone.
Yeah.
B-team players get caught at slip. Guess which one you did, Donny B? Suck it. So they're not backing down.
No.
And the journalists, they're just causing trouble, like journalists do. But look, Donny B says he's like, settle down, journos. I'm just happy to get the chance.
Yeah.
It's easy to criticise selectors, but to be honest, they didn't have that much to go on in terms of my form. You know, I've just, from what they'd seen, I feel like they're right. I'm B team material. Hats off to them. And so he's up happy with where he's at. Because again, it's still steady rise. He's still steady rise Bradman.
Yeah.
You know, he's just escalating at a steady pace, which he likes to do.
Archie, he went to the top really quick, and guess what happened to him?
Dead.
Yeah.
Tuberculosis. If you rise too fast, you get the bends, and that's not good for your health.
I mean, he did rise and get buried on Mars.
I mean, he rose very higher than anyone's ever risen. Hey, they just landed a thing on Mars. Do you reckon they went up there to check out? Do you reckon they went up there to check on Archie Jackson?
I reckon every now and then they gotta They got to suss it out.
They send up a little robot just to clear the grave, put some flowers down.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no other reason to go there.
Yeah.
Because every now and then they're like, oh, we landed another thing on Mars. And everyone's like, that's exciting. Well done. Here's some pictures. Yeah. But then they're not there to do anything else. Like they never tell us anything else that they've accomplished.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine it's a bit of grave tending. Gonna make sure he's got fresh flowers every now and again.
Yeah.
And that the red dust of Mars hasn't covered the headstone and And I say
flowers on Mars, would they just like die or would they forever live?
I think they live forever.
Because what do you need? Obviously, you need oxygen, and you need
oxygen destroys things. Oxygen.
Don't you need it for photosynthesis?
We're getting into the kind of science that we haven't done a podcast on yet, so it would all be guesswork. Yeah. But I would say, you need nitrogen for photosynthesis, and you need oxygen for photogenesis, and that's facts. And also, you need sulfur for photo development.
Yeah.
So they're the three photo chemicals.
All right.
Lock it in. And you get but funnily, all three of those are on Mars. Okay. Oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. That's the three main components of the Martian atmosphere.
Yeah.
So the flowers will be fine.
Yeah. That'll be right.
So look, he's excited about his selection for the Donny B team, and so he celebrates his new upgrade by heading back home, batting for Bowral, and making an unbeaten 103.
Hey, B for Bowral.
B for Bowral. He makes 103 not out against a visiting Sydney team.
Nice.
And he takes 8 for 36 with his legs spinning.
8 wickets?
8 for 36.
8 of them? Isn't that all but 2?
I reckon they just didn't come out to bat. I reckon they
did he bowl like every over? How do you do that?
He bowled his overs. He took 8 wickets. They scored 36 runs. That's how he did it.
Put him on the A team for that. Gee whiz.
I mean, he doesn't get enough props for his bowling, does he, Donny B?
Gee whiz.
He ripped through him.
Yeah.
Just raises his bat for 100 and everyone goes, Donny B's done a good job. He can relax now.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not going to relax. I'm going to show you how to bowl now. All right?
Yeah, B for bowling, everyone. And B for batting, actually.
Donny B for bat, Donny B for bowl, Donny B for barrel, Donny B for B team. I mean, Donny B.
Sense. It makes sense.
He can do it all. If it starts with B,
he can do it.
He can do it.
Yeah.
Don't know why he plays for St. George. What's he doing there?
It was the only one that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it made sense that that Dumberland didn't take him because they start with C, but St. George must have. There must be
maybe the I don't know.
Why didn't he play for Balmain like Archie Jackson did? Because they had Archie Jackson.
Because they had Archie Jackson.
It would have been so beautiful.
Yeah,
if Donny B could have played for Balmain. I'm gutted.
St. George because of George from the Beatles. That's why. And Beatles for B.
Donny B for Beatles.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's beautiful stuff. I couldn't be more excited with the way it's going. Donny B has made the B team. He's yet again he keeps going home to Bowral and just flexing his might, which I love.
Yeah.
He's never too big for Bowral. Never too B for big for Bowral.
Yeah.
They must be stoked every time he comes home because they'd play a fair few games without him, and every morning they'd be like, they get the team together, like, so is this the whole team or is anyone else coming? Anyone else coming home this weekend? No, okay, all right then. And then they're like, guess what, boys? Train's pulled into the station and Donny B's on board.
On B for board.
And they're like, oh, yeah. Can bat, can bowl. I imagine he could field like a gun as well, even though it doesn't start with B.
Whatever.
I bet you he fields on the B for boundary.
Yeah.
Good old Donny B. So he's on his way. He's in the second 11 now. We'll find out more about how he goes on his New Year's Day game in the next episode of
Yonks Ago.
Oh, wait, did I say New Year's Eve game? I meant New Year's Day. Did I say New Year's Day?
Yeah, I don't remember.
But... I ruined our sweet ending by saying the wrong thing.
Do it again.
We'll find out how he goes on his New Year's Day game for the Donny B for B team in the next episode of
Yonks Ago.
All right, it'll do.
That was bad.